Hey, welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways, Coyote in the lowlands, on the plateau, surrounded by the mountains. Let's see, one of my friends says that he thinks meditation, psychedelics, and other practices show you who you aren't, but they don't really show you who you are. Duh. I mean, I don't mean to sound flippant, but duh, right? So here's the deal. Who you are is built in. It's the core, it's the essence, it's the fundamental joy at the bottom of everything, right? It's who you are. In some ways of thinking, it's the universe, or part of the universe, or separated spark of the universe, or conjoined spark of the universe, whatever. That's all words and definitions and literally additives. Who you are is built in, it's the core. You cannot get there with additives, because additives just mask it. It is the core central reality. Wow, I've got some interesting sun patterns on my nose and cheeks, and you're just going to have to live with it. Okay, so what meditation, psychedelics, all this stuff, what practices do is strip away and subtract. They are subtractive. They are not additive, okay? You don't need anything. And this is the biggest, hardest, most difficult, and ridiculous thing about this entire space, this entire thing about religion and enlightenment and self-transformation, is you don't need anything. There is no additive. There is no accessory. There is no supplement that will give it to you. You don't need anything. It's built in. It's all subtractive work. Just like getting on a healthy diet, 90% of that is subtractive. Subtracting and subtracting and subtracting until you're on a basic, primal, pre-agricultural diet. And yes, there's variation in that. And yes, there's variation in what bodies can tolerate, depending on, genetics, epigenetics, your toxin bucket, how your organs are functioning, what your soul wants out of your life. There's all sorts of things that influences, and we get that. But most of what you need is subtractive, not additive. You don't need to add turmeric. You don't need to add a whole bunch of supplements. You need to subtract shit. Okay? That's how you fix your diet. That's also how you find yourself. You're there, at the corner, at the bottom. You've just got a house full of hoarder trash. Take out the trash, take out the trash, take out the trash, take out some more trash. Oh good, now you can see the front door. Keep taking out the trash, keep taking out the trash, take out the trash. And eventually, what you're left with is yourself. Finding out who you are, finding out your purpose in life, finding out the big, huge, ooh-wah enlightenment stuff is a matter of subtraction, not addition. And therefore, when you come into meditation practices and other practices that help you find yourself, they are not adding anything to you. They're not granting you a sense of peace. They're not adding. They are subtracting. They are removing obstacles. It's a very important thing to know, because that's how you look at this does affect how you experience and perceive, and how you go about things, and how you, learn to resist the constant additive problem. So, that's it. This is a ridiculously short video for me. I'm very, very talkative, but that's all there is to it. Additives suck, and everything comes down to additives, 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 additives. More supplements, more practices, more this, more that. It's all subtractive. Everything you need for your spiritual well-being, for your massive growth, your self-discovery is subtractive. It doesn't mean you don't do anything. It doesn't mean you don't go for a walk or go for a pilgrimage or whatever. It doesn't mean you don't play the games of life, but everything is subtractive. You need to let go of those things to find yourself. That's all. Stay sideways.